Alright, Joseph, I'm sorry to tell you, but we can't get the whole of you in the frame.
It's because I'm fat. Hi, guys. Sorry, it's just a lot of fat right here. And, you know...
This is the intro, by the way.
God damn it. Too many of these. And I don't have a hat,
It's
so
the
I
second
need a
one.
haircut. Like, I look like shit. Emperor Sauce.
TougeTalk episode 3? We're just gonna go with the cold opening because I don't feel like anything's starting.
Cold opening.
It's too hard. Today's episode is sponsored by Stella Artois. So let's start off with your name.
Oh gosh. All right. That's a long story, so let's put it short. My name's Storm. Emperor Sauce. Win.
Lord Sauce. His Majesty.
That came up. I was like, it was like one day we were here, and I came with my 240, and I turned on my rear view sides, and for some reason they said Emperor Sauce, and I think that was like the first time.
I think that was Christian.
I think that was
He's
like
been Emperor Sauce ever since.
yeah, first time ever since. So that's like my new title now.
Holy crap, that's all fun. Ah! I messed up. Alright, what do you drive?
So I drive an 89 Nissan 240 equipped with a bone stock single cam, poly mounts, poly transmount, stock K8. That's it. That's all you need.
A whole lot of sauce.
Whole lot of sauce. And I also daily drive a 96 Honda Civic hatchback. Oh, right here. Doggies.
Ta-da! For sale, by the way.
I made those shirts very limited quantity.
If you do make sweaters, I'll buy a sweater.
Ah, yes. I might.
Am I even in the frame, dickhead?
Half of you, I think.
Motherfucker.
You are in the frame. The fact that I got that. All right. Do you want to ask him a question?
All right. Let's see. Let's go start with the simple, basic question. What got you into the toge?
I was never into driving. I was into cars. In high school, I was in auto, and that's like kind of where it started. I had a Celica as my first car as a freshman, and me and my dad kind of built that from there. But I think it was my junior year. I want to say my junior year, my cousin took me to GMR. And that was before I was ever driving any canyons at all.
Down you go.
Like he took me to GMR one time in his Prelude, and I followed him in my Cord, and literally after that I was fucking hooked. Just one drive, and I remember the first turn up to GMR was just almost took it. That almost got me already. So that was definitely like the first time ever that just got me hooked. And then from there we just like went like at least twice, 3 times a week in high school, like senior year. Just all the time. My first car. Sadly, I never got to take that Celica to any canyon. It was always the fucking Accord, which I hate. I hate that Accord, but I mean, I learned a lot hating it because I didn't give a shit about it. Yeah, that was a good experience, for sure.
Right. And obviously you have an EK, you have a 240. How'd the 240 come about?
The 240.
That is your main car, so.
Yeah, that is my main. I guess I'll know most of. But the 240 came around. It was my same thing, like senior year. All my friends, I still had that Accord. It was the same time period. All my friends had 240s, and we were all into drifting and toge and stuff like that. So they would always go out drifting to street spots and whatnot like that. We were always street, and we had like a little crew. My senior year, my whole senior year, it was like called Heights Kings, and I was originally from like back in the day with Most Supra and a few other guys that had 240s, and they were like
Most Supra had a 240?
No. I think.
Or he was just part of the
Yeah,
group at the time?
I don't know what car he had at the time, but I know he hung out with my cousins. So that's yeah. So like Heights Kings was like around that time period with like 2010, from like that time period of like drifting and car scene and stuff like that.
When street shit was still going down.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck.
So they were always like our higher ups. And damn, what was the question? How did I get a 240?
Yeah.
Jesus fuck, I'm so okay.
You good?
See,
good?
I go into
You want to
detail.
know more here.
Yeah, see, very. into it.
45-minute long video.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
time.
Okay, I gotta shorten it down.
You good, you good.
But yeah, my friends all had 240s, and we were always drifting with them. I had an Accord. I learned how to drift in the Accord, and then one day I went to one of my friend's shop down in Stanton, drift spec back then, and he had my 240 up, and it was ready to be a dune buggy. It had the cage, the half cage on stock suspension, on teardrops, and literally on a trailer, ready to go down to Nevada the next day. And my cousin was like, "Hey, you should ask him to buy it." And at the time, I didn't have money, but I did have a Stretch Metropolitan, which is like the competitor to the Stretch Ruckus, or like a Ruckus. And so, randomly, I asked him, was like, "Hey, are you down to trade? I have all this stuff. I have all the OEM parts and all the extra goodies." He was like, "Fuck it, let's do it." I was like, "Oh shit, all right." And at the time, like, I had no idea what a 240 was. Like, besides, I never touched a 240 at all. Like, it was literally just watching my friends drift. And, like,
You got into it with that.
yeah, got into it from there. I didn't know what a 240 was, basically.
He had the car, but he didn't even know what to do with it.
Yeah, I
yet.
really didn't. I thought the single cam was some sick ass motor.
All right, so I'm gonna lead up real quick with this question: is it true that shit is the most unreliable car that brakes ever left and right?
I would say so, honestly. Like, when I first got it, I mean, it was in okay to condition. The harness was pretty janky. Like, it was literally just all straight to the battery. But, like, from a dune buggy car, like, that's the purpose. Like, it wasn't meant to last as long as it was meant to last. But, like, even watching my friends, it's like, when those... Because you have to understand, like, those cars come from so many generations of drifting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, whether it be someone that's good or a kid that got into it, like, right now... It's like, there's so many generations, so many owners who had that car before that they're most likely going to be fucked. And, like, as the days go on, like, they get worse. Exactly. So, if you want a 240, get a 240 now, because they're skyrocketing.
Yeah.
Dude, they've been
No, that drift tax has been on since like 2012 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe even before. I don't know.
No, because I mean, '09 they were still decently cheap. The only expensive ones were like the really clean SR swapped ones.
Or
And that was like
14.
was it modified import? Modified. Fuck, there was a website that Import Tutor used to advertise on the back of their back of the mag. Damn, this is way back. Actually, I might still have a copy of them.
We gotta
So it
see
was
this.
modified cartrader.com or something like that. And the only expensive 240s were like from like 4 to 6. And those are usually like the SR swapped S14s.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Because
Like
S14
09.
S14 always held their value. For the
Oh,
most
yeah.
part.
S14
The
still to this
S13 right
day.
now, though, fuck, man, they're more expensive than even the S14.
Which I can't just. To all you goddamn S chassis people watching this, stop taxing the shit out of your car.
It's so
You're-
weird.
And stop. Okay,
I'm
I'm,
sorry,
just gonna
I
throw
love
this
you.
out there. I'm gonna throw this out there. Maybe I had too many of these, but if you find a fucking like single owner or fucking grandma owned 240, and you're a kid, good
Keep
for
it that
you.
way.
Oh, yeah.
But just
Keep
chill
it
with
that
it
way.
for a
It's
bit,
gonna be
man.
worth more in the long run.
Don't buy it.
Don't
ruin it for the rest of us.
Never mind. He said it for me.
Don't ruin it for the rest of us, because they're so scarce.
Your gutted single cam
You're
with the welded
destroying-
diff is not worth $6,000.
You're destroying
Fuck
a
you.
unicorn.
That's true.
Because I tried selling the Z for 37 and no one bought it for 37.
You have no.
And that's
if,
a
you,
steal for 37.
if you're new to 240s, are you a kid or something?
I know, even the dogs upset about the 240 price.
There it
too.
is.
I know. Come here. Let them know how mad you are. Yeah.
We're gonna react more crazy to like a stock 240 than like one.
You're
that's-
slammed
That's
shit on a
very
KBD
true.
body kit.
Yep.
That's very
When you see a
true.
clean 240 with nothing done to it, we're
Actually,
gonna
that
go
should be
crazy
like a
about it.
teaser. Piss people off.
Yeah.
Tag
literally.
KBD too.
Leave him alone, please. As much
That's
as you
a
want to.
terrible fucking
You have to understand when you're getting into 40 or any project car that you're not going to get your money's worth. So if you go balls into this project,
And then
And
try to
you-
sell it for.
yeah, and you try to sell it for whatever your money is, you're not going to get it back. And I've accepted that. If I ever had to sell my 240 for a realistic price, the way it is right now today, I'd say like 35, $3,000.
That's not bad at all.
Because I know that's how the market is. And I'm not going to ask $6,000 for a shitty single cam.
realistically.
Yeah, realistically. And it's like, people don't understand getting into project cars before it.
And that's why someone should just buy the Z for $3,500.
Yeah, you buy it, dude.
Because it has all the suspension bushings already done. All you gotta do is body work.
Bushings are key.
Bushings are king.
Bushings are very important.
Alright. Most important mod to do on a car. If you're gonna tug it or slide it. If you're gonna do tug it rounds or slide it. Jesus Christ. Quit being so needy. I love it, but you gotta go. Away you go.
Most important, fuck power. suspension, and tires.
There it is. I think that's everyone's answer when it comes to like just the toge in general. Just unless you're like
He
incredibly
didn't
just.
say tires.
He did say tires.
He said suspension power.
He said suspension and tires. He said fuck power.
Oh,
How many beers have you had?
I don't know.
You don't need all that power. Look, the thing with the Canyons is that you got the downhill. So just set your suspension up, get some decent tires. Don't go straight into fucking R compounds and shit. I started on those fucking Extoso, whatever the hell fucking toilet, whatever. I don't know what the hell they are.
I started on Sumitomo's.
There you go.
Eee.
Learn your limit with all seasons, and then grow up into like the bigger.
All seasons,
Very
to
true.
summer, then the high summer, then like the
Then
the-
eventually get into an R compound.
summer tires.
Yep.
Believe me, I'm gonna take this as personal experience. I kind of skipped some of that and went straight to an R compound and thought, hey, you know what, the car grips and everything, but I didn't know the rest of the car. I still didn't reach my limit on those fucking all seasons yet and everything like that. So I had people just fucking eating my car up in the canyon. It's simple as that. Don't jump into it thinking that you're gonna immediately get faster. Yeah, you're gonna have more grip, but just improve yourself before you improve your car.
Yeah, very true. Like, backing on
Why
that.
do you have 2 beers that you still haven't finished?
This is his.
No, mine's mine.
Why are there 2 beers?
You
I didn't
opened-
open another one.
I don't know about that.
I've been keeping track. I separate.
I was really hoping you would chug that.
All right.
That
Nah,
would have
I'm
been
good.
it. That'd be the teaser I post on Instagram. That
to-
would have been it.
To
That's
back,
the teaser.
to back up what he said, like, learn. What I've always said is learn your car first before you
so
start
neat?
modding. Only because you want to know your limits to your car. So once you reach that potential of, that's it, I can't go anymore, then you can start modding. Rather than the American way of buying everything you need to do, like buying all this crazy shit and not knowing how to use it. Like, sure, you have all of it, but you don't know how to use it. So I've always said to just max out your limit on whatever you have right now and go from there, because that's just how you do it. Like, I was
Don't worry about trying to be the fastest right off the bat or anything like that. I mean,
All those Pro 2 wannabe builds.
I'm still not the fast. Like, I know I'm not fast at all. Like, I've lost so much potential from like 2017, 2018, from when I crashed. Like, I haven't been up pushing myself in the 240 ever since I crashed. And like, I know for sure I've lost so much potential because I've followed people who go up and I just can't keep up.
Same.
And like, that's okay. Like, you don't have to be the fastest guy out there.
exactly.
Like, you just have to accept it.
Just do it. Reach your limit. Push it little by little and just have fun. That's the main reason to be up there. There's no.
Have fun.
Yeah, you got that initial D competition bullshit that happens every now and then, but it's like, for the most part, just drive, do your thing, and eventually
Better yourself.
better yourself. That's all you can do, really. Oh fuck!
Jesus Christ.
Eating rocks.
Quit being so clingy.
Hey.
Don't. Husky life.
Go.
Example: we run the page. We ain't the fastest out there. I had an Integra make me look like shit like
Oh,
2
I'm slow
years
as
ago.
fuck. I'll admit that. But if you want to grab a lane, I mean, I'll grab a lane, but I'm
Yeah,
slow as
we're
shit.
not afraid to run. We'll fucking hold our own, but we're not claiming to be the fastest or anything like that. So, and it's not about that, you know.
Although Steven,
Oh yeah,
Fast.
Steven's stupid fast. Let me tell you guys.
his ad will be right here.
We're gonna go ahead and input
DM
it.
him. He's the fastest motherfucker
So
on the road.
he's the one that claims to be like king of the canyon or king of the toge. Just look, all you fast guys out there, if you wanted,
We can't do it with the straight face.
if you
just
want to
DM
do,
Steven asking for a run.
DM, ask him for a run. Hey, cash money, cash talks. He's ready to go.
Right at the gate. Just put money on it.
God damn, he hates us. All
Dude,
right,
that's been going on for so long.
it
You're
is
saying that
so
shit.
funny.
It's so funny.
All right, next question. All right, so in case you haven't noticed, Emperor Sauce is more of the drifter variety than the grip variety.
I leave you be.
Sadly.
So street drifting or track drifting?
Track all the way. I hate saying that because when I was starting, I was the same way. I was like, street forever, fuck track, don't be a bitch, be a street life all the time. The thing is, you see, you learn to grow balls and maturity. You can learn a lot in the streets, don't get me wrong, but I feel like when you're at the track and you have the environment of other people, like, I'll get onto that later. But when you have the environment with track people helping you out And knowing that you can go off track or do whatever you want, push your limits without dying, it's a good day. Like, it's okay to be track only, but it's hard for me to say because, like, I did start from track and I always appreciate learning style.
You mean street?
Sorry, yes.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Yes, I started street, and it's hard for me to say because you have to learn style somehow. You know, like, I host drift events that are like $35, $40 entry. It's because I want to give back to the game and say, like, okay, get these kids on the track to see what it's like.
So you don't smack curbs?
Yeah, so you don't fucking destroy shit or get pulled over, you know? Like,
And end up on 818, 1320?
yeah, streets are hot right now, man. Fuck takeovers, man. Like,
Hey, can we all just pause and agree? Fuck takeovers.
fuck takeovers.
If
They-
any swingers watch this and you think you're the shit, come out. All the time I'm with you.
We don't care too
And I
much
will
on the
paint your
followers.
quarter
Just,
panel all sorts of blue.
why did I say followers instead of followers? We don't care too much on that. Like, if you're a takeover person or you support that,
You're a
get out.
fucking idiot.
Peace.
yeah, fuck
Cut
off, dude.
this way, not this way.
You fuck,
All right.
You
I
ruined
don't know
it
about that.
for the street
Okay, well,
drifters.
kind of, yeah. Fuck
I'll
it.
leave it in. I don't care. If you support takeovers, you're a piece of shit.
You
Fucking
are a
die.
piece of shit. You ruined it for the rest of us. All my street
Get back
spots.
or get smacked. No,
all
just
my
fucking
street
die.
spots are
It's-
gone.
It's not only like the people that just have modified cars that are just trying to drive to work or whatever, but there is a street drifting like realm or community
There's
out
a
there.
cult for street drifting.
And that shit's pretty fucking dope, and you guys fucking ended up killing
Ruined
that,
it.
so
We got no more spots now.
Assholes.
you make me want to go drift to FC even though I don't fucking drift that much.
You can. You just have to commit to it.
Well, let's go then.
Commitment.
Commitment.
No.
Like third gear into turn 1 at Grange commitment.
Yeah.
And if you fuck up, you're scared because you have flights.
Dude, that's how.
That's
I
how you
almost
are.
hit the fucking tire wall on that.
No,
on
the
our,
tire
on our
wall's-
first event, I almost hit
The
that.
tire wall is nothing. It's like, you know, you kind of fucked up when you get pretty close to the actual wall, like I did last time. That's how yard sealed the
How do you
bumper.
go past the tire wall to the actual wall?
At turn 1, because you're doing third gear when you rip the
There is a
e-brake.
tire wall at turn 1, right? Or no?
No, it's like
Okay, well, I
it's
almost
tire,
hit the wall.
It's
I
like,
almost hit the wall.
Well,
Because literally it was like, bow, 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 bow.
Oh, God.
oh yeah, that's how yard sealed the bumper. I like
Wait, how did? Oh, okay.
because I went third
Mm.
flat out, and then I just said, well, I'll just yank it because I got. Why not, right?
Did you rush me again?
Yes, you can use the
Awesome.
restroom. And then I yanked it, and the car went sideways, and I was like, I'm finally gonna nail turn 1 with no horsepower. And then the car just like, oh, did you want to do it that way? No, we're done. We're going straight. And then I said, oh fuck. And then the bumper was like, and then I was like, oh shit. And then I saw the wall, and I was like, oh fuck. I'm not trying to pay range for the wall.
It's so expensive.
It is. So if you go off at Grange and you like break the actual concrete wall, it is not cheap.
Nope, don't hit the wall.
Don't hit the wall.
Don't hit the wall.
Tire wall all day.
Yeah.
I'll run into that shit, no problems. The actual concrete wall,
Don't cause property damage.
don't cause property.
It's
Fuck
you're
up the tires, that's okay, but not the concrete.
gonna fuck you over.
Because that's
dude.
expensive.
That's okay.
Oh my god. I almost hit it on the backstretch too.
No way.
Yeah, after the sweeper.
Oh, you know what? I almost did that too.
Because I caught it in then like the viscous was like, oh, not today, we're open. And then I was like, oh fuck. And my cat was just like, well, today's the day.
Hey, don't even.
Or on the YouTube page. By the way, like, follow, subscribe, whatever the fuck everyone
Oh.
says. What's a good
Hey.
starter car?
A starter car.
If you're gonna do Toge, not drifting.
Okay. A Civic.
There it is.
Civic. Cheap. Fuck it up. There's a million parts, eBay or real.
Safer,
Safer. They're everywhere.
easy to go faster.
Does it go faster?
Yeah, they're easy to go faster.
Like, even if you can't find a hatch, you can do the like the EK sedan. Like, those are fucking crazy. Like, people make those track cars and they're just fucking insane.
What do you want?
I
You're
have
already
big
getting a
respect
bunch
for
of
everyone who
attention.
does the sedan EK.
Your face. Like I like.
Hey.
Hey, I'm trying to talk here. Like
Oh.
I swear to God. What? Fine, come up here. She likes being in the videos. Like I like the tuning here. It is fucking EK sedan, 3-wheeling a goddamn street to Willow. It's fucking sick.
See, that's cool. Is that yours?
You said it was mine.
This
Okay,
one's
then
mine. I
this-
thought this was
drinking
yours.
Okay.
Actually, hold on. These two are yours. That's your tally.
Yeah, they're empty, bro.
And this is holy fuck. I might be an alcoholic.
I have 4 of these at home, so this will be a full pack.
Bruh.
And
Dude, I haven't eaten since lunch at work.
Yeah,
I haven't eaten since lunch either. Fuck.
Anyways,
And I'm fat.
so yeah, Civics, good starter cars.
Perfect. Anything Honda related, honestly.
Hondas in general.
If you tow
The
in
best
an
bet.
Accord, you will get the crispiest high five from me. Especially if it's an H23, you know, Euro R engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yes.
He doesn't shut up about that motor. He never will. If someone could just swap that in so we can invite you to the tailgate talk,
Please,
so this
I
guy
will
could
love
just
you.
go crazy and just do weird things
Like
to
an
you.
H20.
How the hell did you meet us?
I think I was following Toga Society, like already.
Mm.
And then,
I remember that.
and then our first experience, I was in my 240. It was still red, and you had your Integra, and then we talked for some reason at the Y. And then you were like, "Oh, you want a sticker?
MCU.
Do you want a sticker?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?" And he gave me a because Toge sticker. I was like, "Wait, what?" And you were like, "Yeah, I run Toge Society." I'm like, "What the fuck?" I was so fanboy at the time. I was like, "Holy shit!" Like,
Yes, I remember that.
I'm meeting Toge Society. Like, I didn't. It was.
We're
cool.
normal idiots, but yeah.
It was cool.
I'm just an asshole.
Yeah, that was like the first time we ever met. I still actually have that sticker on my 240 today, and that sticker that will never come off. That will never come off. It's like turned bronze from the 4 years I've had the car. Yeah, that.
Stop
won't go
beating
away.
rocks, you fucking retard. I'll cut that out too.
Cheetah's in this shit a lot.
That fucking dog. That...
We're gonna interview her next.
You just don't give a fuck.
Yep.
That too.
That's okay. You gotta have some people like that.
I'm too conservative. He's full send, so kind of works out in the middle ground.
So if you ever get gapped by a Volvo,
And if you ever fucking make a new homie in the canyon that's just trying to have a run,
Dude, genuine nice guy.
nice, no soul. Sorry, that's
Okay.
all out there. And he doesn't even fucking deny
He
it.
doesn't care.
So he don't give a shit. He never does.
alright. Closing thoughts.
fuck,
Anything you want to
man.
tell our all our 63 subscribers at the moment of this
63
video?
subscribers. Listen up, and listen up.
We have
here.
66 subscribers.
66? That was 63.
I thought we had 50.
Something like that. We're not even
Fuck
at
it.
100.
Hey, that's pretty good.
Hey, we'll get to 100 eventually.
You'll get there. To
We're not in this for
everybody,
the money.
We don't give a shit. Go
no,
for it.
it's documentation.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm gonna look back at when I'm, 40, with 2 kids. You're like, look, that's me. There's a little gook right there.
And an FD Pro 1 license.
Oh
shit.
my
Nah, fuck,
god.
that's expensive.
Yeah, fuck that. That's too expensive.
So just closing, just what do you think of the what do you think of the Toge? What do you think of the whole scene in general? Where do you think it can go? And just how do you feel about it? And that's pretty much it. Just
What's
closing
next
thoughts.
for Emperor Sauce?
That's a
What's
good. Okay.
next?
Okay. I'll start with what you said. Everyone wants to be a car person. The car scene has been industrialized. I don't blame it entirely on Hoonigan, but I blame it on Hoonigan. Everyone wants to be a car person, and it's so annoying
That is kind of true.
everyone wants to be a car person. And it's so annoying, and it's like it's so washed out, and it sucks. So like same thing with canyons. It's like
Nice.
everyone wants to go to canyons because everyone watches fucking Instagram. Everyone watches Initial D. Everyone wants to get sideways. Everyone wants to get sideways in general. Everyone wants to get sideways.
But they're not about it.
But no one's down to do it. You can buy a Mustang, you can buy a Challenger, you can buy a Charger, and do whatever you want. You can spin out all day, but you're not in it to win it. And it's really annoying to see how washed out the scene has become. Like since when I started, how the toge scene in general. My first year of toge stuff, it was amazing. The Y was always packed. There was always races. Everyone was super cool with each other. But now the toge's dead because washed out people fucked it up. Takeovers fucked
It's
it
not
up.
the same.
It's not the same.
You every now and then you'll find that either I guess you can call it an old school or just an old vibe type of driver, but for the most part, yeah.
It's dead.
Old Man River, wherever you are, the world needs you.
The fuck?
Who's Mr. Rivers?
Yeah, I don't even know. All right, let him finish.
If you don't know, you know.
If you know, you know.
Caesar knows.
Go for it.
But yeah, I'd say the toge scene has, with all trends, they come to die. and I'm really praying and hoping that day is coming very soon. And I feel like it is coming soon because all these stupid ass kids are like, oh yeah, I'm getting a 240, or oh yeah, I'm getting a BRZ, and then they realize how hard it is and how expensive it is, and they're like, oh okay, never mind.
I'll just be a stats kid instead.
So with trends, I hope they die soon because stop being a car person. I mean, go for it, but don't be a little shithead that I don't like. Don't be a little poser.
Don't be that person
That's the
in
thing.
the Maxima with the hoonigan sticker.
Please, if you have a hoonigan sticker or a oh, what is that stupid sticker? Xavier Wolf sticker.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Hollow Squad.
The Hollow Squad. There we go. If you have a Hollow Squad or a hoonigan sticker,
If you're not about it, we have some beef with you.
man, please just punch yourself in
I
the head.
mean,
Okay, that's kind of true. Look, basically, what he's trying to say is just don't be the poser. Look, the
be
world,
a
the way
poser.
social media has come up, the way the world has come up right
Social
now,
media.
there's too. It's social media, especially. You got these rappers, you got these things where it's trying to just normalize or mainstream the car scene in general, where it comes to just like drifting or just anything in general. Just when you get into it, just try to figure out or try to go with the right crowd or the right type of
Oh yeah.
of people that are going to show you the proper way to get through everything. Everyone has their own way, but just it's a trend now. It's honestly a trend now, and it's at the end of the
literally,
day, it's just
all drifters that YouTube aren't drifters. They're YouTubers that drift.
okay. At the end of the
And
day, it's just
pretty sure
there's a
you agree
difference.
with
Okay,
that.
like maybe I can't even fucking word it, but there is a difference between what it used to be and what it is now, and even people that are new to it, because I've met some younger people that are new to it. Gully, for example, can see that difference or are about that difference, and it's just hopefully that comes to a stop. Because I mean, like he said, people are gonna get into it and they're gonna realize how much money this shit actually takes. I've spent over 40 grand in all my car, and my fucking car still ain't anywhere. So cars, I've had 13. Just go with the right people. If I might suggest, the track community, everyone there's fucking nice. Everyone's helpful. Everyone's there to make you fucking just grow. Everyone's there to help you just get better. That goes for drifting and grip and everything of that sort. Case in point. Just
Next.